Hey, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this review is part of a series of reviews of the 1999 LEGO Star Wars sets, and there is a playlist available where you can see all of them. So now on to this week's review. Hey, what's up you guys, this is MCLegoboy here with 7150 TIE Fighter and Y-Wing 409 pieces of 1999 LEGO Star Wars awesomeness, and it retailed for $50 back in the day. So this is the like ultimate original trilogy set back in the day. Like back in 1999, like this was the one to get because it's the big one. Like most expensive out of all of them. It's got the highest number on them, you know. Like highest price, biggest number. They got a whole bunch of stuff going. And there's kind of a pattern that goes with the 1999 sets. Most Episode 1 sets end in a 1. Most of the in fact, all of them end in a 1. But then the original trilogy sets end in a 0, with the exception of speeder bikes. And I imagine that was probably an error where somebody wrote down like 7120, but put the little slash mark in it so it didn't get confused with an O. And that kind of got mistaken as an 8. I really can't figure it out. Because you got 7101, 7110, original trilogy, 7111 for episode 1, 7121, episode 1, 7128, original trilogy, 7130, original trilogy, 7131, episode 1, 7140, original trilogy, 7141, episode 1, 7150, original trilogy, 7151, 61, and 71, episode 1 sets. So, yeah, speeder bikes is the only outlier of the pattern, so.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yeah, this is the ultimate set. So we'll go over what you build first and what you build in minifigures, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Because I don't remember. Yeah, all right. So I have no idea what the box setup for this was. If there actually were multiple boxes for it, because we've got a review coming up later that I'll talk about the different stuff and how it was packaged, but we can just remove the instructions entirely. They're going to be cumbersome in this review, and I'll even get what we're not going to be talking about out of the way just to make it easier. Because we're going to be talking about the TIE Fighter first, and it's actually Darth Vader's TIE Advanced X1.
Nerd. You are a nerd.
In all its blue glory. So yes, minifigures. Darth Vader. See, this is like one of the reasons why it's an ultimate set. To get in 1999, it was the only set that came with Darth Vader. Hey, come on. I want you to focus. Please focus. Yay. All right. And this Vader was used for nearly 10 years. And it is based off of the Episode 4 version, where the cloak actually comes in front of his armor plating at the top. No back printing, of course, because it doesn't need to be there. As Darth Vader is always seen with a cape, chrome lightsaber, red blade, of course. I don't know, does it show it on here? Yes, it does. We still have prototype versions being displayed on here. And this set was actually re-released like twice, and one of them with some changes. But I'm not going to worry about that. I talked about that in a different review, although I don't remember which one it was.
Stupid!
Point is, Darth Vader, helmet, take off the helmet. Yeah, there we go. This is the old original head for Vader back when he still had eyebrows. Yes, eyebrows. Darth Vader has eyebrows. And the head, of course, like the helmet. It's the best looking Vader in my opinion as far as helmets go. But now we get on to the set. It is dusty. Yes, I know. Get off my backs. I have multiple backs now. Yes. Please, this thing it gets a little dusty. I'm sorry. I don't play with it as often as I should. You can try and cram Vader down in there. The cape makes it difficult. So either you remove the cape and you place him in, or you just scrunch it up. Scrunching it up is not the best option, although this one, it's pretty worn out. It could take the abuse. But I'm not going to do it. But you can see down in there, there is a printed part for the control panel. Obviously, you have the cockpit, like the viewport, I guess, is what it would be called. And everything is connected via these Technic pins. So this is the back portion of it, which is very inaccurate. It's supposed to go like all the way back here when it comes to his TIE fighter, which is why the 10th anniversary set of Vader's TIE fighter is a warranted reason. Like they get it more accurate with the shape. So yeah, but I mean it's even connected as far back as here with these guys. I don't know. Okay, well, I mentioned it earlier. This was an update in like the third version of this set re-released. I mean, it's like this set was not changed and released as 7152 and another set which has a totally different number that's hard to remember unless it was 7154, but I doubt it. But apparently there's like a slope that's also used down here just to further enforce some structure. I don't know. I really don't know, because I mean we've got this this 4x4 on there. And this is the wing. It's just simple little clip or click hinges, and you're done. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. No, like, it's not building with the exception of this section. And I don't know if these existed specifically for TIE Fighter wings. I mean, I don't want to say no, but I have my suspicions that it probably was made specifically for TIE Fighters. Probably the same thing with this viewport, because it comes specifically with places to put the studs. Like, that is not a coincidence that, like, these are just so happen to be in, like, a place where they are on the TIE Fighter itself. Like, this was made specifically for Lego Star Wars, so. And printed piece, printed piece, printed piece. So, yeah. Very simple, kind of wobbly, but that's okay. And one last thing, I think the first TIE Fighter I ever got was actually the TIE Fighter, like plain old TIE Fighter from 2001, and it came with its own little stand. And I've kind of made it a thing that like all my TIE Fighters have stands, because it makes more sense for them to land on a stand or like be held in by like something that it hooks onto and it carries and like it just hangs on there, than for it to land on the wings like you see in Rebels. Like, that seems like a very bad idea. So, but I mean, I've had little stands made for all my TIE Fighters, and this is the one that I built for this TIE Fighter, because I've kind of got a little TIE Fighter hanger in the display section. So, this is what I built. Keeps it from... It doesn't keep it from falling over, but keeps it nice and sturdy in place. No added pieces necessary to the fighter itself to make it work. So yeah, we'll get this out of here. And we'll bring in the Y-Wing. There. And we will pause and come right back. and we can finish this review. Now this guy is a Y-Wing pilot. I have no idea who it is. I think it might be Gold Leader. But I'm pretty certain... Yeah, the instructions don't tell you. This is just a Y-Wing pilot. And I think it's supposed to be Gold Leader. I want to say that it's Gold Leader, only based off of the helmet. But even that I'm not 100% sure on. And also he's just got a generic head. Generic 90s head. But I'm okay with it. I love that he's got a little comm. And he comes with dark gray hands, which is interesting. I didn't know that the Y-Wing guys had that, or if they do. Point is, they're different colored hands than X-Wing pilots, and eventually, like, Snowspeeder guys had different colored hands too. So, or am I crazy? And that's supposed to be black. Oh, what do you know? Maybe it's supposed to be black. Hey, I should probably fix that. I don't know. They've always been gray for whatever reason. I'll have to double check and see what Bricklink says and what other sources say. It does tell me the droid's name, though. It says that this is R5D4.
Hey, good try, but that's wrong.
I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. Isn't that the droid that blows up when Luke and Owen buy it?
Congratulations! It looks like you are not a moron.
But this actually uses the prototype version designs for all the little panels on this guy. So it's our first little red droid, yay! And we can fit him back in here, and using jumper plates, of course. You just sit him in down there. Cockpit opens, you've got the little targeting, the monitor for targeting, and this guy, he leans back. Like, it's the most reclined pilot I've ever seen. Like, look at this guy. He's practically laying down in order to fly this. Got ourself a little turret up there. We can open this up. And there's a box in there. A little mailbox with some stuff. Nothing in it. Nothing was ever given to be put in it. So I guess it's just a battery of some sort, or it is a storage container. But point is, that is a thing. We are never told what it is, why it's there, or what it's for. And there's a little section to open up back here. Now, I would guess that this is where you can, if you want to, store Darth Vader's lightsaber. And maybe you could put his hilt in here if you want. I don't know. They're very odd about this, but I guess if you were like having your own playtime adventure, you could do that. Have Darth Vader steal the Y-Wing. We got some more of these Rebel printed pieces up here, which are great. And you saw that I took this off of the fighter, because it's just held in there with Technic, you know. And terribly inaccurate, but these things are not at the X, like at the X angle. It's at a plus sign type angle. But I mean, there's just no way to do it. Not back in these days, you guys. And I have no idea. This is the only Y-Fighter that I own that is of this scale.
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your.
So I have no idea. I don't even own either Ultimate Collector series. The only one that I own is the is the mini scale version, and they actually get it to work. But I mean, totally different way to make it work, and that's part of the whole like minis line where you had to buy all 4 sets in order to get all the parts you needed to build the Y-wing. So. But yeah, Y-wing's pretty straightforward. You got some landing gear on it that will always bounce off. Landing gear on it that will always bounce off. You'll always lose this stuff. Come on, get back on there. We got a bunch of red on it. I imagine that that's supposed to be kind of the brown, but red looks better on a Y-wing or like on a toy. Kind of like why there's blue on TIE fighters, you know. And we got yellow, of course, on there for the stuff, you know. Got some wedges in there. And the little proton guns. So yeah. Yeah, I bought this like offhand, and I think there were these were actually missing from the set, and so that's probably why the hands are dark gray on my Y-wing guy. I really should check that out and see if that is in fact how it's supposed to be. Oh wait, there we go. This is supposed to be like that, and now he will continue to not stay. There we go. So yeah, like this set, it's very much just a swoosh about set. Nothing like, you know, oh yeah, there's this really neat function where that happens. It's like stuff is connected through Technic pins, so it's got some modularity to it.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh my god! I can't feel my legs!
Ugh. And I don't even know why I have this guy right. This is just how I've always had it displayed. I've always had it slightly open with the gun off to the side like that. Got an insufficient space on this card. That figures right when I'm about to wrap it up and say this has been MCLegoboy with 7150 TIE Fighter and Y-wing. And up next will be 7151 Sith Infiltrator. You know, like, how funny things are. But yeah, like I have no idea why I've had stuff set up the way it is. It's just the way it's always been, and that's the way I like it. I guess one last thing, most instructions are big enough in this line. Like anything with the instructions that were this big, no smaller. You actually got a fun little comic adventure where people are taking apart the sets and rebuilding them to whatever they see fit. So here you go. I didn't do this for the X-Wing. I probably should have. Maybe I can do that. But fun little comic adventure with little numbers saying, hey, you can build these things. And they'll give you like some overviews of things, but they won't tell you specifically how to build any of it. More comic adventures going on. And that's it, really. And then like there are little ideas for you on the back or from that little comic. And you know, I've said it a couple of times, but the original Trilogy sets actually had instructions with images of the movie in the top portion. Of course, it like wants to focus on that one thing in the background there. So there's a Y-wing blowing up. There's a Y-wing heading towards Yavin, or the Death Star. What is that? Yeah, that's Yavin. Here's another good section showing guys on one of those little tram things from the X-Wing. And hey, look, it's General Dodonna. I don't think we've ever gotten a minifigure of him. So, you know, the day that happens, people will be freaking out, you know. But yes, anyway, this has been MCLegoboy, extending a review way past where it should be of 7150 TIE Fighter and Y-Wing, and next week is 7151 Sith Infiltrator. See you guys.